Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy Saturday. Well, I hope it will be, one never knows. Right guys, Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 7:28 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Saturday the 28th of May.
And Alexa, the weather. Alexa, the weather.
Right now in Rochester, it's 9 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 6 degrees.
Right, guys. Yesterday was a bit... Well, I've been completely on my own for 2 days, and you know when you're just on your own, and no one's spoken to you, and you just go about your business and everything else, and you're fine with that. I mean, I'm fine with that, you know. I've got a daily routine. I have my breakfast, I have my banana, I have my coffee, I feed my cats, I feed my dog, and I'm quite happy with myself and my life. So it's just that if you don't really speak to anybody and you don't interact, you just get lost in your own world, and that's what happens to me. I get lost in my own world, and your mind gets overactive and it starts thinking things like it shouldn't, you know, and I know that's what's wrong with me. My mind is overactive. Oh, someone's thinking that, someone's doing that, and they're not doing it to me. I know what's happening is trying to make myself think on a different level. So last night, I went outside. I'm going out earlier. So I went out just after 6:30 last night. And it was really busy outside. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, and I think everyone started celebrating down here already. Well, it felt like that last night. So I went down for a walk from Concrete Wolf. That smell from the weed killer and whatever the plants they've been cutting the grass and everything like that. Got bad sinuses, I had a sore nose, I've got a really sore throat now. So I walked down Concrete Wolf, walked along by the riverside. It was very busy. And then I got to the co-op. Opposite the co-op Rochester, there's a group of benches that people sit on. And there was 2 or 3 girls with a boom blaster on, blasting out music on a bench as I walked past. And then the man with the broken arm, the walking stick and the beanie hat was all dressed in brown, and he was walking around the field. He does about 2 circuits of the field, this man in a blue beanie hat. This has just started happening about a few weeks. This guy with the broken arm, walking stick and beanie hat walks around the field. My neighbour upstairs was out yesterday. He's changed his Audi for a Ford Mondeo. So the Ford Mondeo wasn't parked outside the flat yesterday. He was out all most of the day, my neighbour upstairs. So it was just me in here. And it was fairly quiet upstairs. It's just me downstairs with no noise. But I didn't feel like celebrating. I didn't feel like putting music on. I felt like crap yesterday afternoon and evening. So when I came back from the field, right, it was extra busy last night. When I went out the previous night at 6:30 in the evening, it was dead quiet. So they were having like a party. The Rochester Riverside office has got flats above it, and there's a roof. And there was about 20, 30 people on the roof, drinking wine, laughing, and belting out music as I was walking past. Then I had my grey cap on yesterday evening, and there was a pizza guy with an orange pizza bag with a grey cap on like mine. You know, so I walked past him, walked across that car park over there, Rochester Riverside car park, this way, not to the back, to the front. And so somebody went, "Ugh," which made me feel absolutely wonderful. It really did. And then this guy with a co-op shopping bag comes around me. I'm dodging him that way, dodging him that way. The bag's coming at me, and I'm going back that way and that way and that way. I was trying to dodge this geezer with a co-op plastic bag who just wouldn't get out my way. It's like he was trying to fling the co-op shopping at me, and I didn't want it. I'd been in the co-op. I've still got my cake from yesterday. So yesterday, you know, and I came back after that. I just sat in my flat and I watched a film called Bridesmaids. And I'd watched it loads of times before, a girly movie, sat down with my coffee, watching Bridesmaids. I started to get pornographic material in my inbox again, in my Gmail, from women, and I'm a woman, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not talking to anybody on WhatsApp. I'm not talking to anybody on Facebook Dated, and I'm not talking to anybody at all online. If somebody wants to meet me, like that Mark did, fair enough, but don't give me the spiel. I fancy you, I fancy you, I fancy you, then bugger off. If you fancy somebody, you make a date, end of. Don't fuck me over, don't muck me around. If you that's it now. I'm not talking to anybody online. It's a complete waste of time talking to people online. Absolute waste of time. I am happy with myself now, and I'm just going to get on with it. If someone wants to speak to me, then they could speak to me. If they don't, they don't. And that's the end of it. I'm not a man. I don't get angry like I used to do. I try and calm down. I've downloaded the Wim Hof book from Audible. I'm going to start meditating. I count to 10 when somebody annoys me now. I count to 10 and it just goes. It just goes. You know? This is my life. It's not a comedy show, you know, and we don't return from whence we came. We don't come back. At the moment there's a red car parked outside and the phone keeps going. So you know noises hurt my face, yeah? It's cool out here today, it's very cool. It's like a breeze. Breezy. Anyway, about 7:15, this red car turns up, and it's parked in the road, and the phone keeps going off every so often, and loud noises hurt my face, and it's right near my bedroom window and where I was sleeping, and this phone loud noise keeps going off every so often. Alexa, can you put LBC radio on?
LBC London from Global Player.
Now, for me, I think it's other people.
No, I understand, but there's fundamentally something that doesn't feel terribly conservative to traditional conservative voters at the moment. They feel forgotten. They've worked hard, they've contributed, they've not broken the rules, they've not called on public services in any way, probably never applied their benefits at all until they had to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and they don't feel like they're getting any help.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Andrew. You know, there's a lot of people poor outside the, they might have a property, but they're cash poor because they're mortgage paying a mortgage, etc.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not given no help. They have to pay for all their dentistry, which the benefits don't. You know, I think they're missed. I think they really are missed out on. You know, not thought of, by the government.
Good to speak with you, John. You've got your 10% coming up. Got your 10% coming up next year with your triple lot, haven't you?
What's the date today?
It's Saturday the 28th of May.
Appreciate your show.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. 7:38 is the time. At least somebody appreciates me around here. Justin Urquhart Stewart, I'm sure he does too. Hello, Justin. Good morning.
Alexa, what's the time?
It's 7:39 a.m.
Proposals. Not proposals. They're going through.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Money all round, but not inflationary. Could you work that out?
It's very strange. Well, it really probably won't be inflation or so inflation, because actually the money is then getting spent, because the money initially directed at those people who can't get an immediate note. But actually that's the problem with this. That's the idea, but it's actually being spread all over the place. People, frankly, price for that. Maybe not ridiculously rich, but who will be getting a benefit from it? I don't think have a benefit from this. It's ridiculous. So it is understood a snapshot idea of what to try and do, rather than say thinking through a problem, which is not just an issue of, the prices go up. This is a bigger problem potentially with the pandemic, because of the huge inflation issue running road out of the pandemic and a global economy which is slowing down, and this by trying to rub some financial and skeptical really doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah, well, as a set of circumstances, this is a chancellor who calls himself perhaps a traditional conservative, low-tax chancellor. This is an extraordinary tax burden at the moment. Very, very difficult position for him to be in, though, because people are suffering.
It is very difficult indeed, but you have to try and address some of the problems. And so one of the problems is, for example, encouraging people which really to have direct incentives to make sure that people are actually able to have greater installations, so actually cut down that bill. And it's really, really stressful housing. You can actually have some significant cuts in that sort of thing. And then also then making sure it's directed at those people who really need it. As you were saying a little earlier, the difficulty of those people actually who are being asked to say, well, give it back to them, give it back to people. That isn't going to happen.
Alexa, stop. Anyway, guys, when I say this, I do mean it. Whenever there's a royal event, and this is true, it's the same with William and Kate's wedding. When it was William and Kate's wedding, my dad wouldn't take me and Mum out anywhere. We were stuck indoors with hardly any food to drink, and I didn't watch William and Kate's wedding. My dad used to hide indoors when there was a royal event. He wouldn't go out, and he kept me and Mum indoors with hardly any food and any money. Right, we know it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next week, and somebody won't want me to go and mix with other people or join in the celebrations. So, as from yesterday, somebody is being really nasty to me, really evil, really horrible, trying to make me depressed so I don't do my videos and I don't go out. Well, I'm fighting it, okay? I'm fighting it. Right? I don't know who it is trying to upset me, sending me horrible messages and emails and being rude and nasty, but you're not going to win this time. See you later.